Welcome everyone to Pineleaf Previews, where today we are going to be taking the first look at the Bullroarer for War of the Three Peaks, where we will be trying a few of the new missions that are on there. I have on here a war effort missions for the cause where we can get a few coins of Gundabad and motes for completing a daily, and you get a few more motes for completing a weekly. So the weekly I'll be able to finish on a Bullroarer, seeing how there are only 3 days that Bullroarer is going to be open, and you need to complete 4 in the weekly. But let's go and select one of these missions here. A taste for battle. I have a new mission for you, Pineleaf. My scouts have just returned from Bekar Zarach with the news that the orcs have begun to store a great supply of provisions within the tower's walls. With the skirmishes on the Everslade growing ever more frequent, many of the orcs who muster in Bakar Zarath have been sent to the battle. Our warriors face them on the field, but that allows us a rare opportunity to strike within Gorgar's defenses. You are to travel to Behar Zarath and destroy the orcs' provisions at once. Hunger alone will not slay the orcs, but it will make it all the easier for our axes. For the Jorika! For the Gabilaha! Alright. So let's go into there. A taste for battle. And twist. Surprise attack. You may be ambushed after completing your objectives. Alright. Well, I better be careful on that then. So twists are a little thing that they have in these missions. High in the tower of Zakar, the orcs of Gunabad prepare for war. Stored there are the feed the war effort. Many orcish provisions have been left poorly guarded. Your mission is to destroy the cache of orcish provisions stored in Bakar Zarach. Alright then, let's go. And here are the Gundabad Black Arrow. Yes. And they seem to like shooting you, of course. Now the question is, what is this this whole thing about the potential ambush at the end? One possible item is that if you leave anyone here alive, then those who survived may attack you, which is maybe why it says may. So perhaps if you leave a clean dungeon, which is of course, as Terry says, is a happy dungeon, you'll be able to avoid the ambush. Of course, that's only a guess. We may need a... we may do a little more investigation to be sure on that matter. And of course, if you complete... I'm pretty sure that if you complete the ambush and you complete the mission upstairs without clearing the downstairs, then it's probably almost guaranteed that you're going to be ambushed. As I said, I don't know if it's random. Let's see anything in there. No. What I'll do is I think I am going to leave these. This is 1, 2, well, there are 3 there. How about if I leave those 3 just to see if they perform an ambush? In other words, if there are exactly 3 ambushers at the end, then it could be that leaving those 3 alive will mean that whoever's in there alive at the end are the ones who are the ambushers. As I said, it's a guess, but that's what I'm here to do, right? Test test how this works. All right, that's the way upstairs. Now, I don't need to go up there yet. As I said, I certainly don't want to leave the bulk of the downstairs still in a dirty state, because if it does turn out to be the ambush that they're talking about in the twist, then I don't want to be down here. Come down here at the end of the mission and have just about everything down here attacking me? No. 3 I think I can handle. A dozen I can't. Now, it could be that leaving 1 alive brings in a dozen of them. Or, of course, it could be random. Or it could be that there's always an ambush with a dozen. Who knows what it's going to be? As I said, we're here to test out such possibilities. But I noticed that the one back there doesn't seem to be so anxious to join his friends. He's just sitting there. Well, I was going to say chilling, but he's next to a forge, so it's not exactly... Actually, if he's just staying there... That'll finish the mission, right? Because I need to. So actually, I don't want. What I'll do is I'll leave the one at the forge there, and I'm going to go upstairs, kill a few of them. Right. So what I'll do is I'll just leave 1 in here, 1 in the other room, so that'll be 2. Now I'll head upstairs and take care of those. Up this way. See what I have. Remember, the purpose here is testing, not necessarily the most efficient way to do this mission. Because obviously grabbing that last one is probably a lot more efficient. Oh. Or at least I'm going to guess it's going to be a lot more efficient. But look at this. We have all these that are up here. Boy, I don't want to face all these at once. Alright, there's quite a few in here. Let's see what's down there. Oh, okay, there are 2 that I left alive downstairs that I know of. Well, I have all these red dots here. So apparently you do get red dots here in missions, because there are many instances that... Oh. Ah, I see. We've got this table where they seem to be having a little conference. Well, let's interrupt their conference, because we know that whatever they're talking about is no good, right? I'm certain it's no good. Because if we're any good, let's see. Alright, now we have... I think that's enough there. So, do we get attacked? No, we need to kill a boss. That's what we need to do. Alright. The boss apparently is downstairs, so let's head back down and find the boss. Seem to see more than... Okay, we had the same dots. Seem to be seeing more than See a couple of dots I apparently have missed. I wonder, or maybe those are the ambushers in question, the extra dots I wasn't thinking about. And that they're sitting there prying. Not to your taste, eh? Well, you'll do just fine instead. Just in case he's... Oh, he summons a totem. I don't like totems. Uh-oh. Oh, no! Oh, good grief! Alright, the totem steals power, and apparently I didn't have a power potion on me. Oh, good grief. Alright. What does this thing do? Oh, it's a corruption. Ah! That's why they had all those level 20 corruptions. Because every character who was level 20 or higher now has a corruption skill of some sort. Well, I don't see any sign of an ambush. All right. Well, whatever. And so this might be, they were preparing for the... I thought that maybe there were one or two corruptions left somewhere in skirmishes or other instances that I couldn't immediately identify. But it could be for this specific situation, in that there'll be several corruptions here in the missions, and they want to be able to have everybody ready for them. Well, I'm done here. That ought to slow them down a bit, Pineleaf. Let's return and report on your success to Horine. And it looks like that they have not implemented the reinforcements yet. Well, alright, that's what we'll have to figure out. Mission accomplished. Well done, Pineleaf! Without so much foul food to stuff themselves with, the orcs of Gunabad shall prove little challenge to defeat on the battlefield. Alright. That's our first mission. So how about another one? I noticed that I did not advance the complete missions quest, so apparently that's not quite working right yet. Alright, how about... Is there anything here that will work with? Apparently these are dailies. Mythical coins, of course, could unlock when you've already done. How about archers at the gate? I have a new mission for you, Pineleaf. Shathur Munza, the abandoned fort on Duskenvale, has been quiet since the departure of the war chieftain. But the scouts have reported a new orcish presence. We can't allow them to set up a base to the south and surround us in battle to come. Sneak around their defenses and defeat their archers. Then reinforcements can secure the fort. Alright, so let's take care of their archers. Now what's the twist to this one that might not work? Reinforcements. Sponsors of the missions will attempt to summon allies for the fight. Alright. Now I'm wondering, do you have the same twist every time you do a specific mission? Or is there a random twist that changes from each time you do it? I guess I'll have to experiment with that sometime. It appears that I need to defeat 10 black arrows. Let's see if we could find some. We have several warriors here, some of whom have that really annoying inspirational stats. Now I'm wondering if the inspirational stats is something that is always... that gives the type of Moria one, or if it's corruption based, because when we were at the other battle, we had all those corruptions in there. Let's see. Can I sneak around here? Probably not, but sometimes the mobs here can be a little myopic. Well, it looks like you're going to have to go through them anyway. Alright, perhaps it's not myopic. Alright, I'm assuming he's trying to summon reinforcements there. Yeah, we don't want that. Alright, now let's see. Oh, we have... Alright, you can have these pairs of black arrows. Well, let's take care of them. We have to take care of 10 of them. See what I mean about myopic? Now, there is nothing worse from the point of view of a war effort than a myopic scout. I mean, really. That's not a deficiency. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let him finish this, assuming he survives. Well, oh, okay. I guess I give you plenty of time to finish this thing. So let me put something on him that's not likened to an interrupt. Well, he died before he could finish. Well, I don't want to make it too easy for them to finish the call, but I would have thought that they could do that it'll take them a little bit of time here, right? Ah, okay. He blows the horn. Okay, that's the reinforcements. Now I see. Now, whether that's a random enemy, or if it's always a warg, or a specific type of enemy with each specific mob, I don't know. Oh, this is a black arrow. I don't know, but it looks like eventually, assuming they survive long enough in order to get that horn call, that it just appears. So I'm not going to bother with this simply because I'm doing my experimentation. And if they survive long enough to bring a friend, then at least I could determine whether or not the friends are consistent. Well, we'll have to see. Okay! That stumps them like maybe 1 in 20 or 1 in 30 times I get a stun when I do that skill. And of course, it does it then when I don't particularly care. Okay, I know what to do. I could use my healing skills. And he still dies. Now, the minimum level for doing missions is level 20. That's it. I'll kill this one, and he can go and summon a friend. Yeah. Well, it looks like... Well, I can't say it's always going to be a warg, but it's probably going to be... my guess is that it's going to be tied to whatever mob type it is. So that if it's a black arrow, you'll get a warg. It could be that if you're fighting a warg, you'll get something else. Whatever. Can't be too sure on that matter, but we have only one more of these left to go. This guy isn't going to last long enough in order to get the horn off, so I'll just say, oh, he's already holding the horn. It's just that it takes him a while before he warms up and gets his breath ready. All right, so that completes the mission. So I believe I just need to head over to the gate or someplace like that where you, right? I will presume, ah, yes, there we go. Right at the entrance. It's finding the entrance again that can be the real trick. Hello there. Oh, yes, of course, I need to. I forgot to take the treasure in the last one, didn't I? So I get a war mark. Oh, I guess that goes into here. Where do you put these things? Oh, how about war? Oh, war marks. 3 of 500. Yeah. So you get one for that, or maybe one or two of them for that. Great work, Pineleaf. Let's return and report. All right, let's go. This looks like the Three Peaks region. All right, at least it's an appropriate map. Well done! Though the great prize of Gundabad stands in front of us, we must remember to also protect our rear. Alright, you got a point with that. There you go. Now I'm going to guess that in order to advance this quest, they don't tell you, but maybe you have to do her mission. Unfortunately, her mission is a little tricky. It bugged out when I attempted it, so... Or actually what it has, I think it bugs out if you get spotted. And either A, it's supposed to say that you failed if you get spotted, or B, you're supposed to talk to her and to continue on or something. Whatever is the case, I haven't finished that one yet. So, nothing advanced there. Now let's see. What else do we have around here? Is he the... No, we have a vendor around here for some items that you can get. See, that's the reputation vendor. And here's one for... Oh. Oh, there he is! Missed him completely.
Hail, friend.
You can get a few... You can get a cloak here. So you can get... Ooh, okay. So you can get some cosmetics here for 30 of these marks a piece. If you're not into cosmetics, it's not going to help you much. You could also get a goat. Here is a pet goat, or a... This looks like a... Yeah, so you have a goat that follows you. And we've got some cosmetic weapons, it looks like. Though most of these are... Ooh, okay. So a Spear of Gundabad. Alright. Well, that might look nice to have around if you're going around fighting a Gundabad. And there's also this... It says Battle Goat, but it's just a regular mount. Usual things that you get, because what is a Dwarven mission set without at least one goat in there? But that's a first look at missions. This is, of course, just the beginning, the first test here on Bullroarer. They'll eventually have more missions open up as time goes by. Or maybe they won't have more missions up, but we'll be able to do more of them when they come, and they'll clean up the ones that we've got here. But overall, there are 80 of them, I believe. Let's see. Now, where are they putting these? Because there is a deed for that. I don't know if they put them under skirmishes, if they put them under... Ravanian. Oh, missions. The War of Three Peaks. Now that implies that they might have missions relating to other things in the future. Perhaps there'll be some Gundabad missions when they come on. We'll see that there are 80 different missions in here. If you complete every single one at least once, you get 2,000 of that. You get some increased rep with a march on Gundabad. And you get a title. And you get quite a number of war marks, enough for one cosmetic, it looks like. But those are missions, sort of quick little things, shorter than a skirmish, and also but more varied than skirmishes than they are. Some of them are relatively quick. A lot of them require you to interact with items. Others require you just to kill things. So a mixed bag in there, sort of similar to what you have on regular quests in there, except that these little tiny little instances that continue on them, and most interesting of all, they are scalable from 20 to 130. But that's it for our first look at missions and our first look here at Anak Kerfu and the War of the Three Peaks. And until next time, this is Pineleaf Noodles reminding you to quest responsibly.